So I recently made a video talking about PokeRev and PokeNE. And it's nothing bad. I was just pretty much telling them I'm coming for your customers. Okay. I am making a splash in the game and I'm going to take away your customers and your viewers and all of that stuff. But why? I got a comment saying, why will this happen? And I got a pretty good answer for that. It is because I think that the average Pokemon collector, the average viewer, can no longer relate to these at home distribution sellers. They're not Pokemon sellers. They are Pokemon distribution sellers, if that makes sense. When have you ever seen PokeRev and PokeNE mess with singles? They go to a card show to buy singles or try to grade some cards or anything like that. No, they don't need to. They literally get the hottest and best product shipped to their doorsteps. They have it in with distribution. And here's another thing, right? I applied for, and this is not like a rage video or anything like that. I promise you, because this happened a while ago. I just thought of it not too long ago. But we applied for distribution. We applied to all the big ones, even the small ones, and we always get the same message back. Unfortunately, we cannot give you access. You have to be a brick and mortar store if your account is within the last, I think, year or something like that. So people do not have access if they don't have a brick and mortar store. What if the same rules applied to PokeRev and PokeNE? They don't have a store. They're not LGSs, right? They're basement shops. So what if distribution said, hey, I know y'all have a ton of money and y'all spend it with us all the time, like a fuck ton of money, but you know what? I think we're just going to shut it down. Okay. If you're not an LGS, no more distribution. I wonder what that world would look like. I wonder what they would do. Would they adapt? Would they move on to a different business if they couldn't get access to distribution? Okay. So I know I'm going to make a splash because people are looking for something more relatable. They're looking for people that are in the mud with them. Okay. I bought this $3,500 collection. All of this, you're going to see a video on it. And I'm going to go through all the cards. I'm going to price them out. I'm going to look at the ones that can get graded to see if we can improve the value. I'm going to talk about the things that an average person can do. And I think that's super important because you cannot relate. I can't relate to their business model. You can't do it, right? Their business model is literally you get the boxes, the newest and hottest product. Instead of going to Walmart and Target and all this stuff, you have access to distribution. You don't have to do any hard work. Okay. The hardest job is being organized, making sure that you don't freaking pre-order, don't sell stuff if you don't have it. Okay. And don't complain like, oh, I had to backfill and I had to pretty much go out of pocket and pay secondary market prices. Boo hoo. Don't sell the product if you don't have it. Okay. That's part of it. So, anyway, that's my spiel on that. I think that the Pokemon community wants somebody that is going to be more relatable. I think that they want to understand the grind and hustle that it takes to be at the bottom and go to the top. I'm here for that. Okay. I don't think I'm at the bottom because I've started years ago, but I think I'm a very low of the totem pole compared to the big dogs. And if you are watching this and following me along, you really get to follow the journey in a special way, which I'd really appreciate everybody. I'm telling you, like every like, comment, subscription helps so much. Even negative comments like, oh, you suck, you'll never be bigger than them, all that stuff, bring it on. I want to hear it. Please give that to me because that's just that fuel. Like I love the yo, you got this. Like, yeah, that tears on my heartstrings. But the ones that say, yo, you're stupid, you'll never do this, those are the ones that go on my wall. Those are the ones where I save those receipts and they really drive me. Enough of that. I think that PokeRev and PokeNE are, I have no beef with them. Okay. I think they're cool dudes. But ultimately, I think sealed selling is soft. Sealed selling is soft, period. That's easy work if you have the distribution to it. I don't think the average Pokemon collector could relate to y'all, but I think they need somebody more relatable. So here we are. Here we are. I'm doing the hard work. I'm doing the grind. I'm doing the stuff that they would never do because it's not enough money flow. It's not worth it for them. They're like, why would I do all that effort? It's not for me. I I know it's not for y'all, okay? So it's for the average collector. It's for the average hustler. It's for the average person trying to grind and actually like grow in this hobby. Growing in this hobby is not easy for everyone that's in the mud, okay? So I understand that. We'll grind together, my friends. We'll grind together. Let's talk about this collection. We are whatnot streamers and a lot of singles. We start at $1. Like we lose out on a lot of big cards, but the little cards sometimes I can get good margins on and it balances out. Okay. So when I buy big collections like this, here's my strategy, folks. Everything that I'm doing, you could do too. I literally bought this collection. I'm going to take the best cards, some of the coolest ones that are worth grading, and I'm going to put them aside and put them in a grading pile, and we'll evaluate them later. Some of the bigger cards we're going to end up putting on our website. We built our own website. We used WooCommerce. So I will probably end up doing a video separately on that for anyone that needs to do their own website. But that is for people that are pushing out content. Okay. If you don't build a website, if you're not just going to have a website up and running and not promote it yourself, you need to freaking promote it because we're promoting it like crazy and the sales are still very slow. Again, I don't have access to distribution. I try to take some of the best singles, some of the best vintage slabs, put them up on our website. We're pretty much a card shop online, okay? Also, another thing, you go to PokeNE, PokeRev.com, not a single freaking card that you could buy from them. Everything's sealed, okay? So they don't deal with Pokemon cards. They deal with sealed boxes. That's it. Or sealed packs or whatever the frick you want to say. And then everything else, we're just going to run at $1 on our auctions. People make out really great buying singles from us. And it kind of balances out. We get to grade the biggest cards. We keep really, really cool ones. Like I'm going to tell you like something like this that's going on our website. The Rayquaza. I can't run this at $1 yet. But eventually, if we promote ourselves and get big out there, which we will one day, I can't wait to run stuff like this at $1. Okay, Umbreon GX full art at $1. Let's just run some Muse at $1. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I like to give people the opportunity to buy really cool stuff starting at $1, 5-second auctions. And I think Whatnot is freaking awesome. We got some megas. We got some megas over here. Check this out. Freaking sick. Got some megas. That light is terrible. There we go. We got some megas. So huge, awesome collection that we ended up buying from a buddy, Iron Scales. So shout out to you. We're going to do a separate video taking out all the cards, like literally a specific video for this collection. So that's what's going to come your way soon. But yeah, other than that, I think that's enough about me complaining about some of the big titans in the game. I'm just giving a forewarning that I'm coming for that ass. Think that there's going to be a shift eventually. There will be a day where people wake up and they're like, bro, this is the same stuff over and over again. Kind of tired of it. Let me find somebody else. Okay? I'm that somebody else, folks. Okay? I'm not stopping. So anyway, keep on keeping on, everybody, and good luck out there.